Talk Radio.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sunny D. Welcome to tonight's show. Guys, you want to say hi?
What's going on, good people? Clint, you know who it is. Holla at me.
What up, Joe? It's your boy Willie Styles. Thanks for joining.
Yes. Tonight is October 19th, 2017. If you guys are listening right now, you're on blogtalkradio.com/G.F.T Radio show. If you guys want to call in and join our topic, the phone number is 657-383-1155. And if you're too shy but still want your voice heard, at us on Twitter at GFT_radio using the hashtag GFT Radio show. Guys, y'all ready for tonight's topic?
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Definitely.
We're just going to briefly get into how our week was, so whichever you guys want to go first, let us know.
Well, my week...
Oh,
yeah, you want to get this? Let's get to it. Let's get cracking on this show. I'll keep it short and sweet there. My week went pretty well. It was just been busy, trying to catch up on work and stuff like that. And but it's been a good week hanging out with the kids, trying to get them ready for their next little phase of school and everything. So they're acclimating good, getting some straight A's and everything. So shout out to them. And actually, my son got promoted for his math, so he's now in 7th grade math. He's in 6th grade this year, so he's doing real good with that and still getting straight A's in that class. So definitely proud of him for that.
Salute. Congratulations. That's what's
right. Well,
my week been regular. I ain't doing too much. I've been working, grinding, trying to stack this bread up. My daughter's birthday coming up fast. My birthday coming up fast. So, I ain't been my focus. Just trying to want to get her something real special for her birthday. So, other than that, I ain't doing too much.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Well, my week's been busy between work. I think work has summed up the majority of my week. It's just been a very intense week at work. So, other than that, everything's good. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Hopefully, my promotion comes through, and I'll see the change in my check pretty soon. My daughter so far got on roll. She's doing what she's supposed to do, so that's good. My son's been improving this year. So, other than that, everything's been copacetic around these parts.
That's what's up. Cool. Congratulations on the promotion.
Yeah,
that'll be dope. That's dope right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some. I definitely need some more money because shit is real. This week has been real. I think I caught my Facebook post, And you know what it was that came out of my account? Because I gotta let y'all know, it was Blog Talk Radio stole my damn money, and WordPress for the website for G.F.T Radio website. So I'm just thinking, I got money I'm about to go do. Bitch, nope, that motherfucker hit me with an alert. You got $3.95. So that's
not the $3 boy, damn.
Yeah, at least it wasn't negative.
Right.
Yeah, but at least it wasn't negative. I was just like, like this is Tuesday. I gotta get the Thursday or Friday or something. Shit is real.
Right. Oh, believe me, I feel you. That'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, all for the love of the podcast, I tell y'all. Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta make sure what you're doing is worth it, and it's totally worth it. So.
Right. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I didn't get mad. I'm just glad I had the money in there because Black Hurry would email me like, bitch, try to take the money out. We didn't. We're going to try another day. Like, they would have tried on Wednesday and then got it on, they would have tried on Wednesday, Thursday, and then, nope, or Friday came out, okay. But then I don't know how the show would have worked out today, if it wasn't paid. But I had it, so that's good.
We're glad you came through. Need this platform. I'm sure the folks, I don't know what they would have did without it.
But you know what, guys? Y'all can help with that. You go right to our teesprings.com/stores/GFT Radio. Get some merchandise. That's where your money goes. Your money helps pays for the show, and it pays for different things that's related to the show. So, I paid it. It's automatic deduction out of my account, I make sure that it's there. But if y'all can assist me and assist our podcast, that'll be great. Right?
All right. Keep the podcast alive. We appreciate y'all.
But yeah, we're going to jump right in this. But we're going to jump right into this topic, you guys. This was a topic we kind of touched on it before we did a couple, maybe sometime last year or at our first year of doing the podcast. We talked about, did celebrities feel obligated to use their platform? This one is kind of like a synopsis off or like a spinoff of that one. We're basically saying that if they use their platform to talk on social issues, should we listen to them or, things like that? So who brought this topic? Was it Clint or was it Rudy?
Well, I wanted to touch on it again because, especially after the situation, I know we kind of late with the Eminem performing at the BET Hip Hop, and he did his whole little, rap about Donald Trump or whatever. Ask Donald Trump, this, that, and the third. For me, a lot of people was, psyched up, happy he did it. For me, it was regular. I'm an Eminem fan. So my first thought listening to him was I wanted to listen to his lyrics. First thing I was thinking, well, I heard Eminem sound better than this. But I understood what he was trying to do. He was trying to send a message out. F Trump, he's telling whoever fans of him, not fans of mine no more. And I can dig it, but to me, I felt like the hype, everybody was celebrating it a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
Because quite honestly, he didn't say nothing that those already haven't been saying. I don't want him. Everybody was like, we needed that. We needed a white person, somebody to speak up for us. Like, no, he's not speak. I don't think we should ask him and even put that on him to speak for us.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? He should be speaking to who he's speaking to.
Yeah.
Speak to them. Tell them what they're doing wrong, but you're not speaking for us. You can't speak for us. You're just speaking to your people. You feel me? That's why it's like we're always looking for somebody to come help us or save us. And then I'm getting tired of, why do we so wholeheartedly, keep wanting them to, hear us? They not listening. You feel me? I don't care how many celebrities speak up. That burden really shouldn't be on them. I ain't even necessarily mad at them. I'm necessarily mad at the people. For putting that burden on them, because that burden shouldn't really lay on them. It should lay on the politicians, the people that's out here really that making these policies to change these laws. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to hear speaking up more. That's what I want to see doing stuff. When these celebrities speak up, it's like it's cool, but what really change can they make?
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think the people need to stop looking for a savior. It's like this complex, like we looking for somebody to come save us,
mm-hmm.
and that really irks my soul.
Yeah. So this is my take on it. So I saw the video that Clint posted, and that's what got me kind of interested in this topic. And it was I don't know who the guy was, but the guy was basically saying, just what Clint said, that Eminem and celebrities like him that are coming, out and speaking against Trump, particularly white celebrities or white people in general. He's saying that, hey, we can't have them speaking on our behalf. Appreciate the approach, but it's on us to do that, so on and so forth. So this is my take on it. The thing is that white people only listen to white people. I'm sorry to say, white people don't listen to us. We can speak all we want. We can go out there. It's been proven. Colin Kaepernick went out there and, he wasn't the first one to kneel during the national anthem. He was definitely not the first. He was a little bit more prolific in his approach, and he was a little bit more relevant at the time when he did it. So the thing is that Colin Kaepernick came out there. He didn't say he was going against the veterans. He didn't say he was hating the country. He didn't say that he hated the people. His thing was he saw an injustice. He saw a place where he could try to make a difference in terms of being a voice, right? And he wanted to be able to use his platform, put his money where his mouth is, kind of thing, and say, hey, this is what we're fighting against. This is what we are dealing with, and this is, how I'm going to get your attention. And it was just an attention grabber. This kneeling during the national anthem is an attention grabber. It has nothing to do with going against the flag and going against what it is. It's an attention grabber. It's to say we're disappointed in the state of the union, the state of this country. That's all it says. That's all they're trying to represent. Is all they're trying to protest is the state of this country as it stands. White people don't listen to that. I'm sorry, they don't. They have not heard that because a black man was saying it, because other black people are saying it, because people are doing it, but they're not the right skin color. Okay? No matter how much you want us to have our own narrative, you want us to have our own voice, they're not going to listen. You know who they listen to? They listen to Trump. They listen to the white senators. They listen to these Fox News pundits who say, these son of bitches need to get off their knees and stop, degrading our veterans. That's what they listen to. They listen to the sensational stuff. They listen to to what's coming out the rich white people mouth. You know why this man is in office right now? Commander Cheeto is in office right now because he was rich. It had nothing to do with his qualifications, his policy, his ability to run a country. It was because he was a rich white man. That's what white people are attracted to. Rich white people. Poor white people love rich white people. But if they hate rich white people, they love them to death, to their own demise. The thing is that when you have another rich white person come into the fold and say, look, there's a problem here. There's a serious issue here, and I see it. We don't all have to see it. You all don't have to see it, but I see it. That's what Eminem is doing. That's what what's my man named? Is the actor director? Oh my God, I see his face. The older white guy. He's got the black wife. De Niro. No, De Niro. De Niro. Yeah, De Niro. That's why De Niro does it. That's why there's plenty of them, taking a stand. And I understand the point of, we shouldn't be looking for a savior. We shouldn't be looking for a white savior and all this other stuff that people like to say. The problem, though, is that Martin Luther King didn't do this on his own. Malcolm X didn't do this on his own. You know who did? But see, that's my point, though. No, I'm serious. But that's my point. Is that it takes allies. I'm not saying that we have to have a white savior. I'm not saying that we have to have them come to our rescue. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, because the thing is, we're not going to get their attention until we speak up. That's the first thing. So I agree. We have to have our own voice. We have to write our own narrative. We have to be able to speak our own truth. But the thing is that we can't deny those people who can help us, who can put that flame under their people and get that attention, that extra attention that we need from the other side. We can't push that away. We can't. You're not pushing it away. It's not pushing it away. It's he talking to the white people that's going to help us are going to help us regardless. You feel me? The white people don't like injustices, inequalities. They're going to do it regardless. They're, like you said, they have already shown that over time. You feel me? That's why I said, like, his job is to speak. Like you said, light a fire to his people, to more of his people to speak up. That's his job. Our job is to do for us. You feel me? Thank you. We appreciate that. We ain't pushing it away, but that's his spot over there.
Yeah, but see, that's what I mean? I don't see, like, I this is my viewpoint, and I kind of want to lean towards what Willie's saying. Like, when you look at the march in Selma and Montgomery March, right? Martin Luther King started this, him and his people decided to start this march so they could get their voting rights, so they could register to vote and do what they felt like they need to do for black people, right? They were doing it, and they made a hefty statement, but you didn't see people change. A lot of people change their opinions, or people get their heartstrings pulled until you seen white people that were aligned with them fighting for this. And then when that whole thing happened on that bridge and all that stuff broke out, that's when it registered. Like, sometimes it takes for a white person, like you said, for Eminem, like somebody like Eminem or whatever, to speak on the behalf of or to speak up for black people and let people see that, you know what, just because they say it's wrong, because there's a lot of people that believe that there's nothing wrong with, there's something wrong with us wanting to fight for equality. Like I said, you got Trump saying that we're disrespecting the truth, people doing this and the third, and they're like messing up the narrative, whatever the case may be. But you have white people that are trying to say, no, look, this is what they're trying to do, and this is why they're doing it. Like this is the reason why they're doing it, because they don't want other white people to just go off of what's being put out in the news, or, not necessarily out of the news, but by our own president. And people that think like him are putting out this thing that which is not. So you got to kind of like you said, I don't think that you should just rely on them to always speak for us. No, but it like Willie said, it makes them listen to the people that look just like them that say, you know what, this is wrong. They're fighting for this, and this is absolutely wrong, because you get enough white people to side with black people, like you saw in Selma. You saw they were finally able to do what they was trying to do, because they got not only just black people but other people to understand to understand and empathize with what they were trying to do, and understand that, guess what, it was a given right for them to do. And even though it said so in the Constitution, even though it said so in the Constitution, they had a right to free speech and a right to protest. That was their peaceful protest, and even Colin Kaepernick and whomever decided to do their peaceful protest how they chose to do it. This is like that. That's their God-given right, and they should be allowed to do it. They shouldn't be told that, oh, you shouldn't do it because this, that, and third, or we're going to make a rule. That's why I'm happy the NFL decided to not go aside with Trump and say, oh, well, y'all can't do this. Now the NBA said that they have it in the contract, they have to stand. Where some don't.
Let me ask you something, though. Let me ask you something. As much as things have changed, everything's still the same. Some of the same stuff they was fighting for in Selma, right? Mm-hmm. Some of the same inequalities and injustices they was fighting for back then. It's the same thing we're fighting for now, correct?
Yes.
You agree with that, Willie?
Yeah, unfortunately, yep.
So this is my point. As much, like I said, the white folks that's going to help are going to help,
right?
Like they did then. But the whites that don't care.
Yeah.
They're not going to change. So it's no matter how much we get one of them to speak up, say, yeah, they're going to always do that.
Well, my thing is you can't say that they're always going to do it, because not all of them are going to get the same message. They're not all going to see it the same way.
I'm not saying all. I'm just saying those that hate us, you feel they don't care about us, they're not going to change.
Well, I'm not trying to get the ones that hate us to change, because you're going to have those people who are never going to change, right? You're going to have those people who are going to always see it their way. They're always going to see the negative in what we're doing or what we're trying to do or what we're trying to accomplish. They're going to see that we're still what they think we are. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the point. The point is we're trying to affect. Like when Obama came in and was able to get young people to start voting. You're kind of saying that those young people are going to vote anyway. They're not. They need somebody to affect the change in them and to make them get up and do something. And that's what these white celebrities and everybody, all the celebrities, are trying to do. They're trying to affect the change in people. The people who do have the heart to do it, but just need that push They need that fire burnt up under them to say, hey, you know what, this is really happening, and we really need everybody to be on board with this. That's why at the end of Eminem's rant, he was saying, pick a side. There's no in between. You either for us or you're against us. So, and I feel you that, some of the stuff that he said wasn't new, wasn't brand new. The thing is that he said things that needed to be said. He said things that needed to be heard by the right people. And the right people, be it young black people, young white people, older white people, older black people, whoever it needed to be. I mean, because now, just because of him saying it, guess where it's at? It's on Time Magazine. It's in People. It's in, XYZ news platforms. It's on Fox News. It's on everything, Colin was saying it, and it's on it's been on Black People Meet. It's on Black People Meet. It's on it's on whatever It's on
Colin's been on Time. Colin was on Time Magazine.
Colin was on Time Magazine the next day.
But he made it.
Tell me that. No. Answer the question. Was Colin on Time Magazine the next day? No.
But that's my point. That's Day Magazine. All he did was, if he did light a fire under people, on the flip side, all he did was strengthen some of those who were already, against us anyway, and strengthen more. You feel me? Like, he that's what I'm saying. Like,
how he could strengthen the opposite side more by what he did. I mean, outside of
that's what the more people that disrespect Trump, the stronger they get, the more defiant they get. Just like he did, his base is coming the same way. His base is coming the same way. Like y'all, all right, the more y'all come out, the more us coming out.
Yeah, but the thing is I think that it also gives people who aren't seeing the whole picture, a bigger picture to latch on to say, okay, you know what? Now I feel you, now I see, or now I hear you, because, some of the things he talked about, it's like, it was somebody I was talking to about this, and a black person, and they they were kind of on the whole, I got family that's in the military, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that, and I'm like, it's not about the military, it has nothing to do with the military, stop with this military stuff. But the thing is that you got your president, your Commander Tito out here talking about, don't disrespect the veterans. And then what does he do though?
Disrespect the Gold Star family.
We talking about 6 months ago, a year ago. I think it was 6 months ago or 3 months ago. He disrespected that family with the black soldiers. Then before that, while he was on the campaign trail, this man is out here telling the POWs that they weren't shit because they were captured.
Yeah, he told John McCain that.
And the thing, right, John McCain. And the thing is that who brought that back up? Eminem. You know who else brought that back up? G.F.T. You know who else brought that up? Trevor Noah. So you got people who have to bring this information back up. You know what I'm saying? They have to put that information out there.
Yeah, even now he in the news to tell that girl that just lost her husband that your husband knew what he signed up for.
Say it again.
I said he got the girl who just lost her husband in that military accident. He told her on the phone, like he supposed to call and say condolences. He told her he knew what he signed up for.
Right. I mean, and that's disrespectful. That's completely disrespectful. It's awful.
But he offered another family money.
It's crazy. For one, it's a family in grief, but then also, for a person who dedicated their life to the freedom of others, but he's calling out the football players who are not going against the military, who have nothing against the military, not saying anything, not one bad word against the military, but he's going after them about being disrespectful to the military. So
yeah, and actually, I remember that blog post I found about the guy. He was I posted it a while back on our Facebook page about the guy in the military that wrote a letter basically saying that he's in the military, but he's staying with Colin Kaepernick. He understands why, and that he don't think. And I know a lot of people that's in the military that don't think that that's directed towards them. Whether they black, whatever race, they don't believe that has nothing to do with them. And a lot of them wish that Donald Trump would stop saying that.
And I think that's one of it's kind of like the misconception, the misconstruedness of how they've been trying to spin it, right? And the thing is that we have so many people who are either listening to the information coming from Trump or listening to the information coming from Fox News and rolling with it, right? And not understanding what the truth is, So, and you brought up a good point, though, Clint. The thing is, you did bring up a good point about it can't just be the celebrities. It can't just be us either. It has to be these politicians, right? And I know there are a couple of politicians that recently came out. I can't remember the guy's name, but there was one that made the comment, this infamous comment about they're running an adult daycare up in the White House. But some of the people that heard him or saw or read his comment, rather, their complaint about him was that he was a Republican senator, older senator as well. But the thing is that he's also retiring, right? So he's not up for re-election. Exactly, on his way out the door, and now he has something to say about it, which is the sad part. Like, why didn't you say something 2 years ago when this man started running for office? Why didn't you say something last year when he got the nomination? Or why didn't you say anything at the beginning of the year when he took office? The thing is that these people don't care until they have nothing to lose. When they got something to lose, they ride along with it. You know what I'm saying? Not Rand Paul. What is the guy's name? Paul Ryan and McCloskey and all them other Republicans, they ride Trump all the way to the bank because they got something to lose if they don't do that. So it's all a strategy for them. That's the thing, And the scary part is, and I keep hearing this, and I believe it, is that even if we do eventually get this impeachment thing going, the problem with it is that once Trump's out of office, the next person up is no better. It's this Pence guy,
exactly.
And so we will continue to lose, and then we're going to have a guy that's actually quote unquote smart that's going to be in office but putting these same policies out there. The thing is that I think that we're in a tight position, but we have to have, like you said, these politicians and these actual activists and people that are in the political spotlight to be able to say this is a problem. So like I was watching the G.F.T show the other day, and he had this guy named Ted Lieu on, the congressman from California, and so Ted Lieu is a congressman. I believe he's over the area where like all the like the reality stars live, like in that Calabasas area. He's over Malibu and all that kind of stuff. So he's got some pretty hefty constituents in his jurisdiction. And so that was one of the things that made him kind of stand out when he started speaking out on Trump, And he's not believing. I think he even has an election coming up, so he's putting it all on the line. So we need people like that, right? He's out there. He's fighting Trump on the tweets. He's fighting Trump in the streets. He's doing whatever it's supposed to be done as a politician. What people should be doing. And you're right. That's what we need. We need people like that to say there's a problem in the White House and there's a problem in the administration. There's a problem in this current climate, in this political climate.
Mm-hmm.
I really just want us to find strength within ourselves more.
Yeah,
that's my biggest concern. Strength within ourselves, because we could get a celebrity or whoever. The one issue I have with getting a celebrity or champion is somebody that's popular, because it puts too much pressure on them.
Mm-hmm.
For one, because then if they don't live up to the standards that we hold for them, then whatever positive message they had gets lost with them.
Mm-hmm.
We done seen it too many times. When we hold these people up in reverence, then when they either take them away from us or bring them, take them away from us physically, kill them, or, just bring them down within the media, whatever they stood for gets lost. The message gets lost.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I kind of feel you on the pressure, and I also feel you on the the possibility of the letdown, right? And that's what I think you're talking about, that letdown, because especially nowadays, the court of public opinion is huge now. Not like in the 80s and the 70s when you would hear about something and, you know, people would form their opinions based on what they see on the news or what they see in a newspaper, but it was small groups here and there. You know, you kind of, you know, take everything with a grain of salt. But nowadays, you got Twitter, you got Facebook, you got Snapchat, you got all these different platforms. People are putting information out, blogs, and many newspapers, and YouTube YouTube sites, or, you know, whatever, reporters and all that kind of stuff. Everybody's got a place to put their message out, right? And I think that it's a sad state because, like you said, you know, you can have somebody come up and, perfect example is Eminem. Okay, so Eminem, you know, he says all this stuff. Everybody's, like you said, everybody's kind of jumping on the bandwagon. It's like, oh my God, you know, that was an amazing thing to say. It was great, blah blah blah. You know, the funny thing I heard was somebody say, you know, I don't know how rap battles work, but I think Eminem was now the president of the United States. You know, the thing is though is that there's also going to be your naysayers, and you know, you kind of touched on this earlier, Clint, but I think that even the bigger issue is there's people who will come back and say, "Oh, wait a minute, Eminem rapped about killing his wife back in the 90s. Eminem called a black woman a nigger bitch on a mixtape track.
Don't fuck with these nigger bitches or something.
Yeah, Eminem is known to have rap lyrics and all this kind of stuff about drugs and about, you know, suicide, all kinds of stuff, right? And the thing is that, you know, it's, you know, not that it's a letdown. We know who Eminem is. We already know where he's coming from. We already know what he's been. You know, so that's fine with most of us. You know, his fans, we good with it because that's what we loved about him is that he came out of nowhere with crazy stuff. But the thing is that for the people who aren't 100% familiar with him or aren't, you know, who don't remember where he came from, you know, that becomes their letdown, right? Because they're like, oh, wait, you know, that's right. You know, he said this. You know, how does that make him any better than Trump? Or how does that make him any better than this situation, this current state of America, you know, where we're currently, you know, roasting people in the tweets about everything that they do. I mean, your boy Ben Affleck, you know, the new Batman, you know, he came to the women's defense in the Harvey Weinstein situation and then got his whole career, like, flatlined because of what he's been doing. You know, his history came back to haunt him. You know, so public opinion is huge, and it's deafening really because you can't escape it. You got to listen to it. You got to hear it. You know, because people are going to tell you about it. So I think you're right about that. That pressure, it's huge, and I just think all that tells you though, what it tells you, and what I tell my children about that is I point that out and I say, look, this is why you have to live either a clean life or a private life. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful in what you do out here and what you put out for people to see. You know, and I think we kind of talked about that, was it last week or week before last, talking about standing behind what you say and standing behind what you do, knowing that if you do change, that somebody might bring up your past back to haunt you or try to you know, come back at you about it. You know, so you got to be able to either stand by it or be able to stand above it and say, look, that's how I used to be, and this is how I am now. You know, I don't know that Eminem has changed any. I mean, his new album's about to drop. He might still be talking about killing Kim. Who knows? The thing is that he put this piece of music out, he put this information out, and he put a lot of good information out, and he put, you know, he sensationalized it, and he got it, grabbed everybody's attention. I say roll with it. I say use it as a tool. We don't have to, and I tell you, Clint, we can be, we need to be more united as a black people. We need to be more united. We need to have our own voice. We need to be able to see this, what's inside of us and propel each other. We need to do, there's a laundry list of things we need to do in this community. The problem is that we're not all together in this community. We're not all together doing the same things. Like I said, I talk to plenty of black people who love Trump, who eat his crappy drawers up for breakfast. They love him because he's a rich white man. This is how life is. That's how they live. That's how they roll. You know, so we're not all on the same page. You know, you got your people who are riding the fence, like Eminem pointed out. Like you got people on both sides riding the fence. You know, because they don't know how to go. They don't know what to think. They don't know how. You know, they listening to everybody. You know, so the thing is, until there is some kind of unity, we have to continue to use these tools to try to grab the attention, to try to spotlight the issues, and try to make sure that and sometimes it's going to come from the least likely sources, and sometimes it's going to come from places that we don't really want it to come from. I wish it had been. I don't know who else could have been. I wish it could have been Andre 3000 that put that cipher out. We'd probably be in a better place right now, right? We probably could have.
But the thing is, the dude Mike Song, the same night, Mike Song in general, basically did the same thing. You feel me? He was talking about brother. He was talking about uplift, doing things positive for black people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, that's why I share his free. I mean,
yeah, but Clint,
see,
how many people out there know who Mike Song is, right? I stood at the Million Man March while my son was up on that stage speaking to the people, and I was looking around because people was kind of like, who is this guy? They had no clue, and I'm in a room full of black people. So it's a difference. You see
but that's my point. Who was M at the same time though? When you say that, I got asked, who was M? M like that. I don't really think it touched the masses as much as everybody think. I think it just went. He talked to the people who was already listening to him. You see what I'm saying?
The masses and the fact that he got people's attention who wouldn't normally be listening, and then they put it out there, and now everybody's listening. Everybody's, like you said, there's people who don't like him or don't like us or whatever the case may be, and they might ride that wave and say, hey, this is a negative thing, right? And this is something that we gotta squash out. This is a problem, whatever the case may be. They believe me, they weren't listening. They weren't watching BET that night. They weren't checking out the cipher. They didn't care. They don't even probably know what channel BET's on. They don't even know how to spell BET. So the thing is that he got other people to listen through his platform. My song ain't on Time magazine. My song probably ain't been in no magazine. But Eminem got that platform. He put it out there. He got them listening. Some people is out there talking about it. It's a difference. Yeah. It's a huge difference. Eminem.
And that's our fault.
The thing is, this is what's our fault. I won't even say our fault, but this is where the problem is. You know who else could have did that same thing and probably could have did almost the same impact? A Jay-Z, maybe a Nas, maybe there's some black.
But that's the thing. They have spoken out against him. They have spoken. They've spoken out on over the years. They have spoken out against things.
Yeah,
what I mean.
They've been in the news
over years.
Jay-Z.
But that's what
Jay-Z was a huge proponent of Obama and got Obama in the news. You got to remember that. So they have a platform. They've been able to use it. But this is just another. This is another. Like I said, it's another tool. You got to look at your tools. You can't downfall your tools because it's, like I said, coming from unlikely sources or unwanted sources. That's what I'm saying.
I just think I think that we should. I think that I feel like this. They're not obligated to speak out for us. Should they speak out for us? More black celebrities or more black people predominant, people, well-known black people within our community. I think they I don't want to feel like they're obligated to, but I think they should. Because I think, like you said, you got a lot of people that follow people. You got a lot of people that follow these celebrities. Like, come on, you say something about Beyonce, the whole beehive forming. So why can't it be that? Why shouldn't it be that if another black person that's or that you think is a celebrity speaks out, why wouldn't you flock to what they're saying and act on it or whatever? But I think it's just, at this point, it's a lot of talk. It's action happening. But people a lot of people just refuse to either listen or be a part of anything. They just choose to like ignore it and act like it doesn't directly affect them.
That's true.
And that's the problem. I look at it like from a standpoint of like a lot of, and it's so true. But I heard somebody say, or I think I posted something like nothing like you could be naive to stuff that you choose to be naive until something directly affects you. And you can hear about breast cancer all day, every day. Hear about it, right? If you have nothing, you don't got nothing to do with nothing. You don't even care about it until you or somebody you love that's close to you get diagnosed with, and all of a sudden you pro this. Same with me. I heard about autism all this time, didn't know too much about it. My son was diagnosed. I'm all in to trying to figure out what it's about, learning more about it, learning about him and how you know. But then, so I think in this situation, this is for Black people. We should all be paying attention. We should all try to figure out ways to do something. But at the same time, everybody's not on the same page. Everybody feels like, some people might feel like you shouldn't do it this way, you should do it this way. And it's like people should use whatever platform they have. We use our podcast. You know what I'm saying? We voice our opinions. We use our podcast. We use our blog sites. We use our Facebook pages and just things to share our viewpoints and how we view things that are happening around the world or that affect us or in the world. So it's all fine and dandy to scream outrage, outrage, outrage when stuff happens, and then that's what it dies down and we're on to the next.
Right, true. That's true.
So that's the main problem we have as a people. Is like this stuff is happening, we get outraged, and then it's like, okay, what's the next thing?
We get distracted too fast. That's what it is. We get distracted by the next hot issue, the hot topic.
Yeah, and that's the whole problem.
A lot of people are waiting for people to tell them what to be upset about.
True. Yeah. You got a point there, Clint. You definitely got a point.
You know what I mean?
And so
everybody's fighting for a cause. Everybody want a cause.
Right.
You feel me?
And this is my thing too. Is I think that from the obligation standpoint, I want to touch back on that. What Sonny was saying earlier. From the obligation standpoint, I think that people they want to obligate celebrities to say something because they want to know that it's okay to be mad about it too. You see what I'm saying? Or they want that celebrity to be mad because they say, "Hey, I support you. Me and my people, we built you up. You should be outraged just like we are." You see what I'm saying?
That's
and I think
sickness.
right. And I think
but like that's the problem. Like if you watch the news and you listen to Donald Trump speak about whatever, like say something happened and Donald Trump, like while he went to Puerto Rico. And his whole, if you watch that press conference, it shouldn't take for Jay-Z or Beyonce to tweet something. You watch that shit happen. You should be like, what?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. You saw that. He do half the stuff he do, half the stuff he say, that's not half. Majority of stuff that he says out in social media or on live television, he says it live. You watch this man on live TV say this crazy stuff, and you wait till Trevor Noah go on his show and say something, or wait for Jimmy Fallon on the late night show to say something, or wait for somebody, a Black celebrity, to say, "Oh, what he said was wrong." It's been wrong. It was wrong when he said it.
You know what's sad about this? You know what's sad about that, son? You know what it is?
Like, a lot of people not
even like, a cop out.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's they're not woke enough to even understand. You don't even have to be really woke. You just got to be paying attention. They're not paying attention enough to even understand that it's a problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. You know,
and some people look at it as a cop out. Some people look at when some people they use the celebrities or somebody as a cop out. Mm-hmm. You feel me? To not form their own opinion. You feel me? Because now if they don't got to form their own opinion, such and such popular, I'm gonna say what he say. You feel me? Ride with him. I know I'm gonna be on the popular side. Mm-hmm. You know, instead of taking some responsibility for your own self and your own thoughts and forming an opinion for your own self.
That's the same thing, and the same thing goes with how Facebook is. We got what I like to call trend celebrities, the well-known people of the trend. You know, not that they're bad people, but most of them are good. But you got what I call trend celebrities out here that will go on the whole. You know, something happened and they voice their opinion. Everybody like, oh yeah, And, but that person won't go on their own Facebook after they don't watch something and say, oh, wow, that's crazy, or this, that, and the third. Like, you wait for somebody else that you think is of importance or of a higher stature than you to say something. You can voice your own damn opinion. Your Facebook is for you. You shouldn't have, you can agree with what they're saying, but you shouldn't just, get caught up in that person and what they're saying. Like, how do you feel about it? They feel this way. They express themselves. How do you feel about it?
And that's what I said earlier. When I was the first thing about Eminem. I said, my issue isn't even with him.
Yeah.
And what he said. My issue is with the people. It's like, why wait? You feel me? Like, why all of a sudden, as soon as he say something, now y'all all up in arms? To me, that's a problem with the people. That's something we got to fix with us. Mm-hmm. Not just black people, people in general. Now, I mean, like, I don't understand why we get into that mindset of, popular opinion is one thing. You know what I mean? Like, say we all have a moral compass, right? So we all kind of know when something ain't right. You know what I mean? Like rape, for instance. We know that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be like it'll happen. But unless somebody popular say something about it, don't nobody want to talk about it, don't nobody want to say it's bad until then. You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, why do you do that to yourself?
Right.
You feel me? To me, that's why I say it's a cop-out in a way, man. It's a cop-out. People are scared. You know what I mean? People are really scared to say how they really feel because they don't want to be looked at as unpopular. They're scared to defend their own position. That's another thing. Some people don't want to defend their position.
Yeah.
So they want to use somebody else as a cop. And then back to when we hold them, like how you said about, you just mentioned Trent celebrities or whatever. See now, and like you said, some of them are good people, whatever, but they'll get a bad rap.
Yeah.
All because they're popular and they have an opinion, and just because people don't agree with that, somebody don't agree with that opinion, instead of, they'll get mad at them for no reason because everybody agrees with them. Mm-hmm. So it's like, hold on, why are you just mad at that one person? You know what I mean? You're taking it out on them. That's where somebody that hate comes in at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Sort of like with with you and Beyonce, but that's a different story. We're gonna get touch on that later. But it's like that's like how it is. You hate Beyonce because of her fans. You don't hate Beyonce because of her.
No,
you hate Beyonce because of her fans.
I did it because I think she can't do like if she say something crazy as hell that don't make no sense. They be like, you can't talk about her. It's like, what? No, and I don't just hate her because of her fans. I also dislike her. I'm not even gonna say hey. I strongly dislike her because of her line about her fake pregnancy. Insulting my intelligence. That's why I don't like her.
Here you go with this nonsense. Honey. You should be mad
I'm just being honest. That was an insult to pregnant people everywhere.
You should be mad at yourself for believing that.
I never believed she was pregnant. I never did.
And that's the problem.
I know people over there.
She was pregnant.
Not the first time. No, she wasn't.
That's a whole.
She had a surrogate.
That's a whole nother subject.
She had a surrogate. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there.
Hey, we will.
I take that away from that woman. Yeah, blue eyes look just like them combined.
That's a surrogacy. You can have a surrogacy from your age. It's all about not wanting to have.
All right, let's get back to the topic.
Don't do that. That's a surrogate support.
You had to put a disclaimer.
But yeah,
I can't
you're right.
But that's my point. Did you see my point? You see my point? I just proved my point.
And I totally dislike LeBron because of his hairline.
But
you know what I mean? So people, when we hold people to them standards, it's like, people will start ripping at them.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And then, the message or whatever we trying to get done is lost. It's just like, and then it's sometimes, even with the Kaepernick situation, we keep saying that narratives change. We're part of that too, because we made it about Kaepernick as well.
Yeah.
About we gotta get Kaepernick. You feel me? Instead of initially what Kaepernick did, and he wasn't the only one. That's another thing. When he first kneeled, he didn't kneel by himself.
Mm-hmm. True.
He didn't kneel by himself. But Eric Reed or Eric Wright, however his name, first name Eric, it was his teammate. They kneeled together. You feel me? They came up with that together, and he's still on the team.
Right.
He just put out a letter breaking all of that down.
And
so it's like
it was the prolificness and the relevancy of Kaepernick and him being that he was the star quarterback at the time, and he was the big the big draw at the moment, and then he made he got that spotlight put on him. And like I said, he wasn't even the first one to do it. There's players that was doing it long before him. They just
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, they got him basically kicked out the NBA for him. Chris Jackson changed his name to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Played for the Denver Nuggets. He would never stand up or anything for the national anthem. He basically got a kick.
It's crazy because a lot of people, they, like I said, they want that buy-in, right? They want that buy-in. Like you said, that's a problem. It's a codependency, right? And it's something that people have to break out of. But unfortunately, that's the way this world is, and that's why you have these tools, these people that you use to pull those extras in and say, look, I'm gonna stir up this pot because I got a Eminem and I got a Colin Kaepernick and I got a this and a that, and these people, so now you got a couple of the NFL owners that are getting involved in it. You got a couple of the white players. There's a white baseball player. There's a couple of white football players that are either kneeling or doing the some kind of protest during the game and before the game, that kind of thing, and I want to touch back on the whole paying attention part. The one thing was funny to me is that there was I forgot what show I was watching, but they were talking about how there was a senator or there was it might have been a pundit on Fox News that made the statement that he likened them kneeling to going into a restaurant and saying that what if the waitress while in the middle of serving my food decided to kneel or decided to protest, while she's serving my food. And they're like, well, the thing is, these guys aren't protesting while they're playing the game. They're doing it during the national anthem. There's no gameplay going on. They're not doing this like in the middle of the game. They're not disrupting while they're doing their job. They're doing their job. Their job is to play football. And there was another senator that said, they can do peaceful protests, but do it on their time. But you don't want us to do peaceful protests on our time. People want to put peaceful protests. They send the dogs on us. People want to put peaceful. Oh no, we're doing it on our time. Doing it while we're not at work. They send the dogs on you. You do it. You do it in the streets. They got a problem with it. You do it online, like Jamel. What's her name? Jamel
Hill.
Jamel Hill did. They go after you online. You do it in your home. They go after you in your home. You can't do it anywhere without getting backlash or condemned from some. I'll just put it like it is. Racist white people who feel like your issues.
You can't express yourself. You can't have your freedom of speech.
Say it again.
I said basically they're saying you can't use free speech or your right to protest.
Right. Yeah. No. Not at all. They not for something affecting your people. No.
Yeah. And meanwhile, they just had that thing at the college didn't want to have. They had the white supremacy meeting at the college, and the college didn't want them to have it. And of course, that guy that did that white supremacy thing the last time made sure that so the college people going to sue them for all their money. So they had to have their thing at the college, so they couldn't just tell them no.
Yep, I'm all for. I think somebody said, Con, but the difference between black people and white people is like black people protest, white people boycott.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I think that's what we need to start doing more. Like, they was doing T.I. and it was, I guess it's this restaurant down there, ATL called Houston's or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, I guess it was some racist people that worked there or owned it, so they want to go out there and protest and boycott and out there. You feel me? I'm like, all right, I dig I dig that.
Right, the energy.
I guess, but what y'all going to do now? They say sorry, y'all going to go back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah. You feel me? That's one of the things I think we need to learn from with the bus boycott that you talked about earlier, Sonny. One thing we learned, okay, when we boycott, one thing they showed us, when we boycott, it worked. Right?
Yes, it
Take
did.
it a step further now, as a people, not just boycott. All right, this is one thing that happened to me one time. I was going to a club, and for some reason, dude didn't want to let me in. He tried to blame it on my shoes or whatever. You feel me? Next thing you know, a couple white boys come in. There's a black dude too, mind you, at the door. A couple white dudes come up. His shoes. He got on sneakers down there. They let him in.
Mm-hmm. I've had that happen. Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I said, oh, okay, cool, I'm out. So my people that I'm with, they staring there. They trying to say, well, listen, you don't let him in. He had them shoes. I'm like, oh, why y'all arguing with them? He don't want me in there. I don't want to be in there now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Right.
They not about to get none of my money. Let's go. We go find another club. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's like, nah, he's like, nah, it's cool, bro. Know what I mean? It's all right. Y'all come in, know what I mean? I'm like, nah, but people I was with really wanted to go in that club. So I'm like, all right. I went in for them because they wanted, but I really did not want to go in. And I'm like, they ain't want my money. You feel me? They ain't want me here. You sent me away at first. You know what I mean? So my thing is now, okay, they don't want us there. Let's not even go there no more.
Right.
You feel me? Let's not even go there. Let's not even acknowledge them no more. Let's go start our own something. You feel me? Let's try to do that. Let's go start our own now. So now we don't got to worry about not being welcome.
Yeah.
You feel me? We don't got to worry about people not being welcome.
Right, and I think that's that's one of the issues is that you're going to have people who are not going to ride that wave and do the boycott. You're going to have those people who or you're going to have those businesses who are going to say good riddance because there's still money out here for them, so they're going to be unaffected, and you're going to have other businesses who's still not going to benefit. So I think what the problem is though is that the principles, right? And then what you're saying is you got to keep your principles behind the thing. You got to be able to stand behind what your issues are with this thing and roll with that and keep rolling with it. And it's commendable to do that. Like there's a restaurant here in Detroit that it was all over the news. It was all over the Black Twitter about how they were disrespecting these four Black women by putting them out so that some white folks could sit down at their spot in the restaurant. And I can't remember exactly how it all panned out between them and the restaurant, but they basically were like, hey, they've already had issues at this restaurant in the past. It just wasn't as big, and now this is just getting out of hand. It's getting worse and worse. Let's boycott this place. Let's protest or whatever it takes to put the spotlight on them and say, hey, you wrong, this kind of thing, and stop patronizing them, right? So that went on, I would say about a good 2 or 3 months. I remember seeing people talking about it for at least a couple of months. So it was big enough, especially in this city, for a place like Detroit for it to go on that long. Thing was, now all of a sudden the radio station, the black radio station, is hosting shows up in there. I'm like, bruh, I still haven't heard an apology from these people, let alone a reason to go back there. I'm never going back there. I'm never going to go step foot in there. Thing is, for one, it's in a town that don't respect black people anyway. But two, the restaurant already had a history. It was a minor history, but the thing was, it had a history. And the thing is, it kept getting worse. It kept escalating. It's like that. It's just going to get worse. I'm not going to be their experiment to walk up in there, their guinea pig to walk up in there and have them take it to the next level with me. I'm not having it.
Yeah, exactly.
So my thing is, my principals tell me don't go up in there at all. If you black, don't go there. Why are you even in there? You know they don't like you. Money talk and everybody should want that money, but you don't have to give it to them.
Yep.
You have to have your principles behind the thing, and that's what we're missing in this world right now. Is a lot of people don't have the principles to stand behind. They don't have a passion for this to say, you know what, I don't want to be disrespected. I don't want to be treated like a second class citizen. I don't want to be put on.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. We lost the call. Hopefully, the guys will be calling back soon because really was in a good thought process. But I guess I'll hold it down for a little bit. But, yeah, definitely I agree with him. If you're going to a business that does not respect black people and they make you feel like you don't deserve to be in their establishment, you need to boycott and let a bunch of other let your peers know so that way they know not to patronize a establishment that does those type of things. And when they start to lose money, then they know why. Because people do things like that. You go to different places and some people are just not right. Like they do things to make you feel, or black people feel like they shouldn't be there. So definitely.
Phone just flipped out on me. AT&T don't have to hear about this.
Don't blame AT&T because I got AT&T and I'm fine.
My iPhone just went crazy. It just told me that
it's the iPhone. That's why.
Oh, yeah. See, I should have been on my Android.
Yeah.
My Verizon. Anyway, so I don't even know where I was at. Damn AT&T. Anyway. Oh, yeah. So people need to have principles. That's the thing. Basically, that's all I'm saying. We need to stand by our principles. We need to be able to stand by them and follow through. Like you said, Clint, we got to be able to follow through and roll with that.
Mm-hmm. We're in our after show now.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Phone lines are open 657-383-1155. I don't want to change the subject, but I kind of do because I want to talk about. I saw that fall in the basketball game, and that was horrible.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Hayward.
Yeah, and they said that was his first night as a Celtic.
Yep, that was his first game.
Well, that's my team.
What happened?
They know it's my
team. Hayward, first game of the season, first NBA game of the season. Broke his ankle and his foot. Compound fractures. Bone came through the leg. It's like his foot was hanging.
Dang.
Yeah. So he was his first. He just went there as a free agent this summer. Big contract. They expected so much from him. Him and Kyrie. He was going up for an alley-oop. Kyrie threw him an alley-oop, and Brown went to go block it. It was all accidental. And then when Gordon came down, he just came down wrong.
Yeah. That's just, oh, man. Yes, it was like, when they showed that on the news, I was like, I felt like it happened to me because that shit looked like it hurt.
Oh, man. I didn't see it. I think I heard about it, and I think I just
it didn't look good at all.
Injury. Yeah, it was a nasty injury, and I was like, I kind of already knew that it was probably something like that, so I didn't even go look. I'm like, no, I'm good. I've seen enough of those back in the day, and I don't need to see no more.
Yeah, but they said he just had surgery and it went well.
Oh, that's good.
But he probably won't be playing. He probably won't be playing for a while.
And I just heard about Aaron Rodgers getting a collarbone injury, putting him out for the rest of the season too.
Yeah.
And in football, so yeah, that's all bad. A lot of nasty injuries out there.
I know. That's why, like my little brother, he was, real good at football. He's been playing football since he was about 5. Yeah, he's 16 now. Ain't playing right now, but I really don't want him to play no more. All my friends like, man, your little brother don't play no more. You feel me? I'm like, yeah, he was good. He is good, real good. One of my other younger brothers, he plays still. He playing freshman, real good. But like, I really don't want the one brother, Frank. He already broke his leg one time.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? I hurt his arm before. Like headaches before. Like, nah, bro. Like, nah, he's too young for that.
Yeah,
that's a brutal sport. You know what I mean? That's a brutal sport to put your body through.
The football, right?
The football. Yeah. My son played it for 2 seasons, and when he was ready to leave it, I was ready for him to go anyway because I was like, it just keeps escalating. The older they get, the more brutal it gets, and because one issue I had was the second season, he was in junior varsity, and they had played a team where the coaches on the other team were teaching the kids how to do this headbutt move. Like it's not headbutt. It was almost like a burst move where they would like put their head down and burst up, and then it would knock the other kids back, and like hit their head back, and that ricochet motion would cause whiplash. These kids are going out. I mean, they literally put 2 or 3 kids on stretchers and the kid in the ambulance to come and get 2 of the kids in one game. So
yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy. And these kids are like 8 years old. I mean, we're talking 8-year-olds here. I mean, that's just ridiculous, But that's how serious they are about their football down here. And we in Michigan, it just gets worse when you go down south.
It's football. Like football. Jersey, one of the few like East Coast states that like football. It's not like football probably the number one thing in Jersey as well. So it's real, and the same thing. I done seen the same things at my little brother's game growing up. All them type of things, Kids get, the coaches that have the kids set the other players up. One go high, one go low. You know what I mean? Like I done seen it all. It get real out there on that football field, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not safe.
Yeah.
It's definitely not safe, man.
Yeah, I seen a few when I was coaching for cheer for Pop Warner, and I remember we went to a game up in Staten Island. There's one in Staten Island, I think one was out in Monroe. They was playing like they was on some like real football shit. I said, oh wait a minute, this is just Pop Warner. Like we ain't in the majors. Like, what y'all doing?
Right.
And a couple of times we had ambulance come out.
Yeah, and I mean that's ruining the thing for the kids,
Exactly.
These kids out here, there's some kids doing it for the fun of it, doing it to learn, how to be a part of a team and that kind of thing. They're not trying to be football stars out here, and even the ones that are doing the dirt aren't even gonna be football stars. I mean, that's one thing. It's like, come on, like let's be for real. It's 50 million of y'all, and it's like a couple hundred spots each year that come up. Let's keep it real.
That's what really weed them out. That's really what weed them out is the injuries, and a lot of parents like, man, I don't want my kids to go through that. You feel me? That ain't no joke, bro. Yeah. Y'all got kids out there want to put them in football. Like I love football. You feel me? I love watching it. It's fun, but some of these, like it's a lot that go with it. Like my little brother, that's playing for it. Like he loves it.
Yeah.
You feel me? He's like, you see it, and when you see him, you know what I mean? He about $110 soaking wet. You know what I mean? He ain't big as nothing. You know what I mean? But he's fast as they smoke. Yeah. But I'd be nervous for him out there. You know what I mean? They be throwing him in that running back, because he got that speed. Then we'd be playing on defense. I'd be nervous. I'd be nervous, man. I'd be super nervous. So I only like watching it sometimes, to be quite honest. I'd be psyched up, when he's break away and get a touchdown. Of course, you'd be all happy and psyched up. But when you get hit, now you feel me? You get hit more than he scored touchdowns. You know what I mean? Oh man, then they piling on. You can't see. Oh man, that's rough to watch, bro. It's rough.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I like my kid doing the basketball thing now. Basketball, swimming. Shoot, even the sad part, even martial arts. Like, I like having
For real. My brother Frank, I done seen him put some boys out. You understand? Like, I done seen him put some boys out. He ain't even had a ball. He was blocking. He was blocking for the running back, and he was going towards the sideline. And the other team, the boy was coming. He was about to make the tackle. He ain't even see my brother come.
Wow.
Boom! Lifted him up off his feet, flew up. He flipped in the air, flew out of bounds. I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow. That my brother did that to him. And I'm looking at the little boy. He was emotionless for a second. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh man,
that's scary.
You feel me? I'm like, oh, they had to come over there, feel me, walk him off. I'm like, man, this boy. Glad it was my brother that did it there instead of my brother the one getting hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I felt this pain. I'm like, poof, I don't even know if he want to play anymore after that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And at the time, it was probably like 13-year-olds. He wasn't even in high school yet. He wasn't even in high school. He was probably like 13. I was like, oof. Man. I was like, it's getting much more. I said it's starting to get real now. Older you get them, the hits starting to get much realer. Right. Concussions. As kids, we, a lot of stuff that have probably really hurt, they'll just shake off. And you don't even really know how serious the injury was. You know what I mean? You don't even know how serious the injury is. That happened to him. That's how I heard it on before. How serious the injury was. Played again on it. Heard it worse.
Yeah, now that makes me scared. I wanted to sign my son up for something, but at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to him?
I know some people sign their kids up for like flag football.
Yeah, flag football. So it's kind of a new thing now to get the kids away from the hitting and all that kind of stuff. And it's supposed to be it's promoted as being more team based and more developmental than all the violence of regular football, of tackle football. So
yeah.
Definitely something to look into if you really want your kid to still be involved in something like that, but not have to go through the injuries and all the aggressiveness of tackle football.
That's one sport where at any given play somebody can get paralyzed. People don't understand that.
True.
At every single play, somebody can get paralyzed. So it happens quite often. It may not be reported that much in the news, but if you look it up, you'll see about every year probably somebody getting paralyzed on the football field.
Wow.
Yeah, that's sad right there. Yeah. Change your whole life.
Change your whole life. And it was. I haven't watched the game yet this year in the NFL, but I've seen the highlight of it. It was just one game. The guy got suspended or maybe get suspended. It was accidental. It was made so bad, and everybody knew it was accidental. But when he went down, like he hit the dude was going down, hit him up under his helmet. So they had to cart that boy off the field. They had to cart him off the field. They thought he might have been paralyzed right there because he wasn't moving.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's scary. That's as a parent, that's some scary shit.
Yeah. One day they come along playing football. If my mom wouldn't let me play, I'll tell you, football was my favorite sport growing up. You know?
Your mom's like, nope.
I'm good at football. Yeah, mom's like, no, you ain't playing no football. So that's why I start playing basketball a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. My brother played football, and he did basketball. He was good at it.
That'll be a good topic one day.
Yeah, well, playing sports.
I know all the craziness that happens with kids' sports, man. I'm telling you, stories.
Yeah,
people fighting.
Parents
getting out of control, man. I mean, I think that's what makes the sports, you know, the kids' sports. Like the worst part of it is the parents. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely don't. Yeah, I'm never that parent because I don't have time for that. I really don't get off into most of the sports my kids get into anyway. So it's like when I'm watching it, I'm just there to support and that's it. You know, I could care less what's going on the field. I could care less what's, you know, like if my kid go out there and do his thing, I'm like, okay, cool, good. You know, I wanted to learn some team spirit. You know, I want my daughter to learn some new skills, that kind of stuff, leadership skills and all that kind of stuff. But past that, I'm not trying to be, you know, you got to run these plays, coach, and coach, why you giving them more play time? You know, all this kind of stuff. You know, all that arguing back and forth. Like I could care less. You know, y'all can lose every game. I care less. But I just make sure my kid get there a lot of game time and make sure they learn what they're supposed to learn. That's all I care about. I don't care about the rest of that stuff. But them parents out there, they act like they're going for contracts. It's like, bro, calm down. It's not that deep. I promise you it's not that deep.
Listen, when I go to my brother's games, I don't even go sit in the stands. I don't even out of state. Listen, I go all the way off to the side, you know, and I like it how it is at the high school games to where, you know, like the football field inside the track.
Yeah.
So, you know, they got the gate separate. So I can go all the way on the other end and just stand by the gate by myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because that right there, I don't want to hear. All of that crying, you know what I mean? And then, you know, say my little brother, he fumbled the ball or something, then people be screaming some crazy things to kids, man.
Yes, yeah.
What the fuck you doing? Get in the fuck.
Do they all do that? That's the crazy. I got a parent like that in my daughter's football the football team she cheered for. There's a parent like that. He literally cuss his kid out every game.
That's way too much.
And you know, like I said, I don't be paying attention to what's be happening so on the field. So it's like I every time I look up, I'm like, why is he screaming at this kid again? Like this, and you can see it on the kid's face. For one, he be embarrassed. Two, he be looking like he want to cry every time because he's like, well, I'm doing the best I can out here. We little kids. I mean, these kids is like 11. Like they the varsity team, but they literally like 11, 12 years old. Like, bro, they kids still. They're still babies. You know, like calm down, dog.
Right?
That'd be irking my soul, man. That'd be irking my soul.
Yeah, like I don't even understand
let
that.
Play, let the coaches coach. If you want to coach, that's the only thing I always say to myself. If I wanted to coach, if I feel some type of way that much about how they coaching, I should just get out there and do it. Coach.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I know I don't got the patience to be dealing with everybody's kids, nor do I have the attitude to be dealing with anybody's parents. Right. You feel me? Like we can get to it, bro. You feel me? In the middle of the game, like, bro, what? What? Ask your kid, bro. Now, if we can get to it right now, I can already see it. That's why I don't even want to put myself in that position. You know what I mean? That's why I go off and sit to the side, stand off to the side by myself, let the coaches coach. You know what I mean? Because it takes special. I respect all the coaches, bro. To deal with that, you got to respect it. So let them do their thing. You know what I mean? They taking time out of some of these coaches, especially they ain't even getting paid nothing.
Right.
You feel me? They out here teaching your kid something, helping your kid out. You feel me? They don't have to do that. They doing it because, you know, that's what they love to do. So they get my ultimate respect.
Yep, me too, man.
You know what I mean? And so instead of going out there screaming at them, I couldn't do it. I'm telling you, that's all I need is for a parent to come screaming at me. That'd be my first and last game, bro.
Right, damn.
That was my first and last game out here.
Right,
You can't, everybody's mad at me. Like, why? It's good though, man. It was like, nah, I ain't had It'd be too much. Because I might get mad at. Might get mad at, like, in the situation you what you just spoke of, when the parent hollering at their son like that. I'm liable to snap on the parent for that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, people act like they forgot when they were children. That's what I don't understand.
Right. True.
Like, people don't remember their childhood. You know what I mean? Like, I remember my childhood. That right there, screaming on me, you know what I mean, embarrassing me in front of everybody, like, that's not going to help me. That would just make me mad, if anything. You feel me? So why would you do that? I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? I have a real issue as a coach with a parent. Like, I would approach that parent after the game, like, listen, don't do that, or he can't play here. That's how I would have been. Got to take him somewhere else where they allow that. Because you're not going to be coming here screaming at your son like that in front of me or over some game.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, you're right. Nobody getting paid. Right, nothing on the line, really. Like, man, it's just crazy.
Yeah, man. That's,
Like, it's just regular shit. And
yeah,
just be
man, I got some stories. I had to tell, and it's crazy, I had to tell my brother, you know, that's my stepmom. You know, I had to tell her one time, like, yo, you gotta calm down. You gotta calm down too. Like, you know, you're too excited. You feel me? You know, sometimes they don't want to hear you screaming out there. You feel me? They don't want to hear you screaming. You feel me? You can see it. But they don't want to hear you screaming. Sometimes even when you overexcited for something happy that you get that it was dead. You know, you like, relax. You know, you relax a little bit. You know, it ain't that deep. It ain't that serious.
Right.
I don't know, but guys, it's almost time to wrap the show. Yeah, we got to wrap. Relax the shizzo. Oh, I'm tired, too. You know, I'm old. Oh. Yeah, whole year to do this shit. Leave y'all information out.
I done took me 2 naps this week. Oh,
I take naps every day, and I still be tired.
Salute to you. I respect that. Everybody should take naps. Every adult, I think it should be mandatory to have at least 1 or 2 naps throughout the week.
I just started napping like a couple years ago. Not even a couple years ago, maybe like a year ago. Like, man, it is essential. Yeah.
You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to change my name on my Instagram and Twitter to Sonny, aka Nat God, because I am.
Nat God.
Nat God. Like, fuck that. Like, I've been waiting for my get home from work Nat, and then I wake up and like if I don't have to cook, I take me a Nat, and then I wake up, you know, make sure the house is still together, and I go right back to sleep in bed. I'm like, all right, thank you. Right. I'm a professional napper, but on Sundays, I would nap all fucking day.
Oh yeah. That's me and my girl. We always talk about that. How we got to get that nap in on Sundays. She's good at it though. She makes sure she gets hers, and I'm always you know neglectful, but I try my best, especially you know right at the end of the work day. I gotta have a quick 10-15 minutes, a little power nap. You know, get my nap gang in, and then Sundays that's definitely a day of rest.
Yeah.
After I go to service in the morning, I come home, just lay out. gotta get some rest. Gotta get some rest.
Yeah.
Gotta get on the road.
I'll be on the road sometimes, and I just be getting giddy.
Oh, man.
I'm just like, you know what? I'm about to do this last drop off. I'm about to go to the crib, cut my phone off for 45 minutes to an hour, and take it down. You feel me? Nobody bothers me. Don't nobody bother me.
Hey man, it's part of growing up, man. It's part of growing up. You gotta have our nap, man. Forget that.
Got to. You know where y'all can hit me at, man. On Twitter at eTrentonGoomy, on my blog site at TheTruth.com. Instagram, hit me up on Instagram. I'll be on there mostly at Clint Black, ClintBlaq. And, that's about it.
That's your boy, Willie Styles. You can catch me everywhere. At Willie Styles, STYLEZ. I'm WillieStyles.info on the net. You can find all my links there. Willie.Styles on Snapchat.
And, of course, I am Sunny, a.k.a. Nat God. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at IamSunny_D. Follow my blog, unreservedlyme.com. And I don't know what else. I'm tired. Oh, yeah, check out our website, GFTRadioshow.com. Everything's on it. Check out our Facebook page. Find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, and YouTube. Am I missing anything?
I think you got them all this time, Sunny. All right.
Right?
Got them all.
All right.
I'm doing, even though I'm tired, in my delirium, I'm making it. It's real out here.
Right. Just make sure y'all check us out every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern. And the shows replay on the link, same link. So always come back to the link. You can replay the show or catch the shows on the social sites, on the YouTube, the Google Play, the iTunes, all that good stuff. So check us out.
Yes, and get some gear.
7 days.
Bye, guys.
Already.
Holla.
It's the season of smaller lines and bigger savings at America's largest indoor water parks. So make the short drive and join us for the ultimate family vacation. From toddlers to teens and moms to dads, everyone finds their oasis at Kalahari Resorts and Conventions in the Poconos. The getaway boasts 220,000 square feet of hair-raising water slides and rides, world-class spas, kids' play areas, and diverse dining options. Go ahead, make everyone's day. Book now at KalahariResorts.com.
Is that the new iPhone?
Yeah, got it on T-Mobile. Fastest iPhone deserves America's fastest LTE network.
Introducing the amazing iPhone 8. It's the best iPhone yet, now on America's best unlimited network. For a limited time, save up to $300 on the amazing iPhone 8 after 24 monthly bill credits. And now join T-Mobile's iPhone upgrade program for free.
Eligible trade-in and finance agreement required. If you cancel service, you may lose promo credits. Contact us for details. Video at 480p. Small fraction of users over 50 gigs per month may have reduced speed. See store for details.